may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is a case of Page versus Sutton.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone. Mr. Page, you claim your ex-fiancée and the mother of your 3-year-old son cheated on you and then took your son to another state to marry the man she cheated with. Now you say Miss Sutton also has a 2-year-old daughter whom she claims is yours, even though her husband has been raising her as his own. You have petitioned the court for a DNA test to determine whether or not the child in question is, in fact, your daughter. Now, Miss Sutton,
Your
you
Honor.
admit to having sex with both men around the same time and
Yes,
are
I do.
unsure
Yes.
if your ex-fiancé or your current husband is the father of your 2-year-old daughter.
Yes.
You are seeking a definitive answer when today's DNA results are revealed, so you and your husband can rebuild trust in your relationship.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Page, why did you and your ex-fiancé break up?
You would never believe what happened. My ex-fiancée, Alicia, cheated on me.
I sure
and
did.
moved to another state with my son. And then...
So wait, back me
Yes.
up. Back
Can I
up for a
start?
second, Mr. Page.
Can I start?
You're together.
we was together, Your Honor.
You're engaged.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you found out she was cheating.
Yes.
Tell
she
me
started
about
like this.
this.
She said her girlfriend have a question for me. And I said, what kind of question? She said, she cheated on a man. And I said, wow. She said, what would you do if you was in our shoes? I said, I would leave her. And then she started crying, Your Honor. And I said, please tell me it's not you. She said, yes, it is. I went to the room. When I went to my room, and I bust out crying because I loved her so much with all my heart.
But before that, you had no
didn't have
inclination
no
that she
idea.
may be cheating?
Yes, Your Honor, because I loved her so much. I would 10-hour day, 10-hour shift a day to take
my
care and
God.
support my family, my household, everything, Your Honor.
Okay.
And that's what I get out of a cheater.
Okay, yeah, I was a cheater, but let's start from the beginning. That's
Let
not...
me hear from you from the
Okay,
beginning, Miss Sutton.
first of all, we have a 3-year-old son, and yes, he was there at the birth of my son. But the reason why I cheated, because you was never home. You want to do what you want to do, smoking, drinking. If I'm hearing you out doing all these things, why I can't go do it? Y'all can take that picture down, because that's not a happy family no more. That was the beginning.
You're right. It's not
That was
a
the
happy family.
beginning
You're right.
of my 3-year-old son when he was doing what he had to do.
I come home 10-hour shift, Your Honor.
It's not
I
about
cook,
what you came
clean.
home. Let me
She
take
never
out my
got up,
heels.
Your Honor. She never got up
You
in the
gotta
middle
take
of the
your
night.
shoes off?
Yeah, I gotta take my shoes. I don't want to throw it at him, so I'm
Go ahead and get
gonna take them
comfortable.
off
Is
and
that
slide
gonna help
into
you
the-
tell the truth?
Yes.
She never
Okay,
got
Miss
up, Your
Sutton,
Honor.
you're in a relationship with Mr. Page. You're engaged. Things are going along, but you're not happy.
Yes.
He's working,
Happy at first.
working, and you start getting information that suggests that he's
Yes.
out doing some
Even
things
though
he
I'm
shouldn't
not
be
just
doing.
gonna believe girls or what they say, but your own male friends are telling me this.
Okay.
That you're hanging out with.
They
Yes, I
said-
did hang out, Your
So
Honor.
why-
What did they tell you?
Oh
what
my
did they
God,
tell
man.
you specifically?
Okay, your fiance is my homeboy or whatever, but I don't like the way what he doing. He's in other girls' face and all that stuff.
Are
I
you
said, okay,
serious?
you can be in other females' face, but what is he doing with these females? Oh, you don't even want me to tell you.
That's a lie,
That's how
Your
they
Honor.
go. You don't
the
even
only
want me
thing
to
I
tell
used to
you.
do-
If your homeboy is saying you don't even want me to tell, that means you sleeping with her. You sitting up here
Don't-
acting like I was such
And
a
you
hoe and I
confronted
cheated.
him about this?
She never confronted me with that,
Yes.
Your Honor. She would always say, I'm tired. Yes, you're right. You're tired by sleeping around. And then I told her one day...
Sleeping around with
Yes,
one person.
Yes, it don't
But
matter
how many people you sleeping around with?
Zero.
Mr. Page, were you sleeping around at that
No,
time?
Your Honor.
Of course
never
he gonna
slept.
tell you that. Wow.
I don't believe.
But a girl
I
just
don't
never
believe
popped up pregnant, but I'm
cheating.
a hoe because I popped up pregnant. Wow.
You can't turn a hoe to a housewife.
You
That's
sure
it.
can't.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it.
Let's
That's it.
watch
you.
our
That's why I
language.
admit you my wife.
Thank you.
Let's watch our language
I'm sorry,
in the
Your Honor.
courtroom. All right. You never cheated when you
I
all were
never
engaged.
cheated, Your Honor.
Oh
'cause
my
let me-
God.
So
Okay.
what you did, well, you worked, you came home, you
did-
cooked, you said you cleaned.
I clean everything. I make sure my son in bed.
Okay.
After my son in bed, I'm an unhappy person. So now I just...
Okay, so they give
I'm an
you a reason
unhappy
to cheat
person.
if you
no,
unhappy?
I went out and drank late
Okay,
night. I went
okay.
out and drank once
So
my
you were
son...
out hanging out,
Yes,
and
Your
you were
Honor.
drinking, but you weren't cheating.
Yes,
Now,
never cheated.
Miss Sutton, when you heard was that he was out sleeping around.
I didn't believe it at first because I want to find out on my own. I'm not just
So
finna
what did
believe
you
no
do?
females. Okay, I waited it out.
Okay.
I waited out, and we kept building the relationship. We both knew we wasn't unhappy. So I was in nursing school. I got tired of hearing that. I found somebody else who is with my husband now. That's who I cheated with, the only person. So that's the reason why I did what I did.
I told Mike, Your Honor, when I told Mike.
Yes,
Your Honor, I told Mike.
I do agree with him at first. I made up this lie saying my friend want to know this question because I was scared at first.
Your Honor, I told Mike, when I told Mike,
I do believe she said Miss Sutton is talking right now.
But you're not telling the truth. You don't tell the truth. Tell the truth, all the truth.
I'm talking. Like I said, I do believe he was.
Seems to me you all know how to run this courtroom all by yourself. It's a shame you don't know how to work out your problems by yourself.
Let me tell you.
He's not a good father.
I'm not a good father.
Why would you want to know?
It's a shame.
If I'm not a good father, I've done everything. I told Mike, I'm trying to get my heart free, Your Honor.
You're speaking about Mr. Cooper.
Yes, I spoke about Mr. Cooper. I told Mr. Cooper up, and I said, Mr. Cooper, how you doing? This is Pierre. You don't know who I am. I'm calling you for a reason. My fiancée, Alicia Sutton, he started saying right there, he said, I'm sorry. That should never happen. I said, did you sleep with Alicia? He said, yes, I did.
Okay.
At that time, my one tear dropped in my eyes.
Just one.
One tear just dropped.
God.
I promise you. A tear dropped in my eyes. My heart felt like it was upon my hand. That's how I know that the love I have for her was over. I should not hear from another man what you done to my ex-fiancée.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Now, I want to get to this point where you two are in this relationship and you find out that you're pregnant, Miss Sutton. Now, take me there.
I found out I was pregnant. Yes, I was scared. I didn't want to tell him the truth. When I told Micah I was pregnant, I was like, okay, it's either going to be you or Pierre, of course. But I want to work it out with my fiancé because at the time, he didn't know I cheated until I told him. So me and Pierre was on good terms. So that's when Michael stepped back. But that's when Pierre started acting stupid. So he was like, I ain't going to do nothing for you and the baby. So I left. Me and my son packed up. Me being pregnant, I moved back to Georgia with my mom.
Miss Sutton, how do you think he would feel if he actually called Mr. Cooper, the guy you were cheating with on the phone, talked to him? It was confirmed that you were sleeping with him. So do you understand where his hurt comes from?
Okay, I will hurt too, but yes, I do understand where it's coming from.
Do you feel badly at all that you were engaged
because
to him?
He was a good person. He was doing what he had to do.
And
but
I'm still a good man.
Like I said, I don't know that. I'm not with you now.
Thank
so we're
God.
not talking about still a good man. I don't know. So we're talking about now. You can't just say still a good man. You're not.
I am a good man. You two deserve each other.
We do.
How can you?
But he's been taking care of your son for 3 years that you haven't seen.
Your Honor, I would love to be in this picture of my son. I have a picture for you to see.
You haven't seen since he was 9 months. Thank you. He's 3.
You're right.
But you went to Haiti twice instead of coming seeing your child. But you worried about a 2-year-old. How you gonna worry about her and you can't?
What are you holding, Mr. Page?
I got a picture where she posted on Facebook. When I asked her, I said, I'm taking care of my son. You know, money come every week.
Wow, money. He was providing the money. He was there.
Your man provided money with what job?
He was there.
All right, so these are pictures that Miss Sutton, you posted of Mr. Page's son with the guy you cheated on him with.
Yes, she did.
My husband, yes.
I asked her for a picture of my son, a professional picture.
What is
she told me that.
Do?
She told me that like this.
Okay.
If you want a picture of your son, you get it from Facebook. I don't know if you're a parent or not.
I am.
As a parent, that would hurt you if you open this picture.
Did you post this picture to be the picture
I did
you
not
were
post
trying?
that picture. My sister took that picture and Michael put it on his page.
Alicia
Thank
Sutton.
you very
What does that say, Your Honor? Alicia
It's on
Sutton.
my page.
So let me ask you something, Mr. Page. I do want to know, if you've made 2 trips out of the country, why is it you haven't made one within the country to see your son?
You're right, Your Honor, but guess what? My ex-fiancée, I'm don't bother with this. My grandmother, everybody passed away. That means a lot to me. So my world at that present moment was upside down. And then I met somebody in Haiti trying to find love.
Married. Didn't tell Your Honor, this the thing. He told me he was going to jail.
Now let's talk about the 2-year-old little girl that's in question now. Have you ever seen this child?
I never met her, Your Honor, but the reason I never met her is because every time I'm trying to go to the next level, I don't want to get close to her and then to find out she's not mine. It would hurt me twice. So 2 men,
First
you don't
of
know who's your
all,
father.
I
That's a
know
shame.
it's my husband's. Thank you. I feel in my heart it's my husband. At the beginning, I did want to know, but since we was married and I feel, and my husband say he don't want to, I'm not finna go behind my husband back and get a private test just for you to make you happy.
All right, so first, get straight that the test is not about your husband necessarily. It's really about the child.
Exactly.
Understanding and getting to know who their parent is as well.
We've been supposed to find
Ms. Sutton,
out.
I do want to hear from your husband. Jerome, could you please escort Mr. Cooper into the courtroom, please? Mr. Cooper, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
We've been talking about your relationship with Miss Sutton and also her relationship with Mr. Page, and how there is a beautiful 2-year-old child that needs to know who their father is. And I want to understand from you why you have either doubts or confirmation in your mind that you are the biological father.
Your Honor, she's mine. You know, plain and simple. You know, the last 2 years, I've taken care of this baby. I've done everything I could. She's mine. I feel it in my heart that she's mine. You know, despite what happened between Alicia and I and her ex-fiance, I accept that. I'm sorry for that. But when Alicia told me she was pregnant, you know, I was excited, you know.
No, you was not excited, because when
Yes,
I
he
told
was excited.
When I told you, you told me that this child is not yours. Yes or no? Then that's what
God.
you say. Yes or no? Answer that question.
Your Honor,
First of all,
this little girl is mine. I was excited when Alicia told me that she was pregnant. I feel in my heart that this baby is mine.
like he said, he been taking
So
care of her for 2
when
years.
you spoke with Mr. Page on the phone, from that time forward, were you guys conversing, or was that your only conversation?
That was the only conversation, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Because I don't know him. Like I told him, I don't have no problem with him.
Okay.
Because I wasn't in a relationship with him. I was
So
with her.
this is the first time, the very first time you two have met face to face.
Yes,
Yes.
Your Honor.
But you believe, it's your contention, you just said that he believes that the child is not his.
When I spoke to him, he said this child is not his.
But you disagree with that.
I totally disagree. Those words never came out of my
Okay.
mouth.
Okay, so we understand now that you two disagree as to how that conversation came about. Now, moving forward, Ms. Sutton and Mr. Cooper, this entire situation has been wreaking havoc in your marriage. You all have been having some difficulty. Now, Mr. Cooper, you just nodded and said yes, and Ms. Sutton, you just said no. So that is evidence to the court that there is drama in this relationship.
Yes, it is.
We just ruled on that. What's going on?
I mean, we have our ups and downs. Yes, we are still legally married, but we're separated right now. So
They're going through
Some
stuff in
state
front of my
Okay.
son.
Okay.
you don't even care about your son, Pierre.
Now,
how you
Shut
gonna
up
tell
with
me I
that.
don't care about my
He's
son?
3 and you haven't seen him since he was 9 months.
I know my faults.
That hurt
I know my
him.
faults.
Okay, how you know your faults?
I know what I have to. I know
How?
what I have to do from this day forward.
Every year you say you're gonna come get him.
But
You
from
either
this day
can't get off
forward-
work, went to Haiti, got married, or with another
Okay,
female.
that was the past.
It's always
That was
something.
the past. This
Okay,
day
this
forward-
is the future. He's 3.
Mr. Page, you have now placed on the record that you know you've made mistakes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that you need to do better and step up as a man.
I am stepping
But
up.
Now,
let
I've
me
heard
hear
you.
say that, Your Honor.
I want to see you act
Thank
on
you.
it.
I will,
He
Your
thinks
Honor.
sending money
So,
and taking care of his
back
son.
to, very briefly, your marriage. I just want to hear from Mr. Cooper. How has this affected the marriage?
We've had our problems, but despite all of that, I love these kids.
So, Mr. Cooper, what are you hoping for today? What do you want?
I'm hoping that she's mine. I'm hoping she's mine, and I'm hoping that this is going to restore my family and my marriage.
And how about you, Ms. Sutton?
I don't know about the marriage part, but I'm working on it. I just want this resolved, like to find out who. I just want it resolved.
So you're not sure whether you want to even be in a relationship with Mr. Cooper
I'm
anymore?
happy right now what I'm doing, taking care of my, because I always feel like I have to be with somebody. Now I'm stronger. I'm taking care of my kids on my own. I'm doing better
You
as a
don't care
woman,
about
and I
the
feel like
kids.
I
You
feel.
care about the money. That's all it is.
Oh,
Just
my
admit to
God.
it. That's all you
Really?
care about, the money.
Mr. Page,
Really?
you are paying child support for your
$150
son.
Just
a
started,
week,
yes.
Your Honor.
Okay. I think it's time for us all to learn the results. Jerome, if you could please hand me the envelope.
There you go, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Page. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. These results, as prepared by DNA Diagnostics, are as follows. In the case of Page v. Sutton, when it comes to 2-year-old Jalecia Mr. Page, you are her father. No emotion. What are you feeling?
I always want a precious daughter. That's my first daughter in the family. And I'm going to love her and raise her.
Mr. Cooper, I see you feeling very emotional. I know this wasn't the news you wanted.
She's still mine.
Over my dead body. That's my daughter.
Now,
That you would never see.
listen.
He just
He's not going to see them because you don't believe he will show? Or
Yes.
he's not going to see them because you won't allow?
No,
him?
I allow. I'm not gonna
Good.
keep no child from their father. I'm not gonna
Good.
do that.
Good.
Never.
But what I've heard him say today is that he plans to be a father to his son and to his daughter, and you gotta allow him that opportunity. And you need to live up to it. And Mr. Cooper, I know you have been a father to this young girl. Let's be very honest. And I know how much you wanted to be her biological father. Sometimes I don't know if these are sad moments for the court when I see a father who stands before me and you've never seen your child. And then sometimes I feel like that is exactly why paternity court needs to exist. And that's the magical, wonderful part of this, is because today, if you are willing, you can see your beautiful baby girl, Jalecia, in my chambers today.
Yes, I will, Your Honor.
I think it would be wonderful.
I will.
Court is adjourned. I will meet you in chambers.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Page, are you ready to meet your beautiful baby girl for the very first time?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's okay, honey. Sit with mommy. That was what you call unconditional, true love.
Mr. Cooper, I don't know you like I say. I'll be a man to step up in the plate when I wasn't here. And I'm trying to get my child life, if that's okay with you. That's man-to-man heart.